Live from the City of Angels here on this Wednesday night. It is time for the MMT evaluation of ANORA. Now, if you aren't familiar with this film, it's Sean Baker. Go back and look at the Florida Project. The film that he had was Red Rocket. This is a filmmaker that I really like his directorial look, right? If I were to pick a director and say, listen, I want a grounded looking shot on film, again, here with ANORA here tonight. This is a guy who loves theatrical. And for that, we will celebrate Sean Baker forever. In fact, we made him our champion, our theatrical champion. He is the only person who we have had win that title because he does care so much about movie going. And for that, Sean, we definitely are all in on that. But from a writing standpoint, let's watch a little of the trailer before I just absolutely savage. This is going to be another Babylon. This is going to be another Poor Things. This is going to be one of those streams that you're going to come back to when you eventually see ANORA. And you're like, Weber was the only guy who got it right. Again, I've got to be the dude who comes in and spreads common sense to the marketplace of ideas in film. Guys, it's time to do the MMT evaluation of ANORA.
Eddie, I got a kid who wants someone who speaks Russian. Let's go.
No, I'm eating my food.
You're killing me. He's a spender. Come on, let's go.
Hello, this is the beautiful Annie.
Hi, I'm Annie.
I'm Ivan.
It was really weird. Like, I love him. No way. Yes way. Bruh. And I'm seeing him again tonight.
Will you marry me?
Seriously?
Seriously.
3 carrots.
What about 4?
You hit the lotto, bitch.
I know. Bro, didn't I tell you?
Are you happy?
Very happy.
Ivan, your parents are gonna kill you.
I love my husband.
You do not know this guy.
We are consenting adults.
If you think this is gonna be allowed, you're dead wrong.
Do not touch me.
Okay. The fact I have to relive this film watching this trailer really makes me question whether I want to continue doing this stream. The scene that you just saw where the mob breaks into the house, the mansion, and then ties her up because she got married to the mobster's son, who, by the way, in this film has Yakov Smirnoff's voice. This actor, is he Russian, the kid? Let me just tell you about the movie quickly before I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself because this film is fucking terrible. I can't anymore with these people. Who was it at RogerEbert.com that just said this is a slice of cinematic heaven or whatever the fuck that quote was? Do you see? Watch out. I'm trying to be fun and happy tonight, but it's really hard sitting through ANORA. Neon, we love you, but we definitely do not back you on this film. There's no fucking chance. This is not, if this film, I'm going to tell you why. Give me a second, guys. I just got out of the theater and I've got to get, just a little bit more grounded before I lose my fucking shit. If this film is up for Oscar's Best Picture, if it even sniffs the 10 films, let's assume we get 10 again this year. I think we're at 10, aren't we? At 10 no matter what. If this gets a Best Picture nomination, it will actually, I think, be worse than Poor Things getting one last year. That's how terrible this film is. I think Sean Baker might be one of the worst writers who also directs in the history of film, certainly after this. This is a director, and I'm just going to talk about Sean Baker for a minute before I just get into why this film is so agonizing. This is a guy who every one of his films has addressed sex workers, right? You go back to Tangerine, you go to Florida Project, Red Rocket, and now ANORA, where you have ANORA as the pole dancer slash escort slash prostitute. And then we have basically what's happening here is imagine watching Pretty Woman, only the shittiest, most unlikable, brutalizing version of that. And I'm not even suggesting that's a great film, but at least it's somewhat likable. No one in this film is likable, right? From the kid who's doing the Yakov Smirnoff voice, the fake Russian kid. If he is Russian, it's the worst voice I've ever heard in my life. He looks like Chalamet. Let me see if I can get a picture of this guy. There's ANORA. Let's see if we can go back to the kid that looks like Chalamet. You guys are like, that looks like Timothy Chalamet. That's what they were trying to do here. Let's get Chalamet doing a Yakov Smirnoff voice. There's the kid there. You see him kissing ANORA. Every character from the kid, who's this immature little bitch, and then he pays to have ANORA hang out with him, and then they get married, and then they have to get it annulled, and then that's where the mob comes in because the kid's connected to his dad's a big Russian like arms dealer, and so why did I have to watch this fucking movie? So here comes the mob in that scene. Let me pull that up again so you can see when this happens, you guys will be in the theater going, yep, this is the part where Weber warned us, where these guys show up and they start beating the shit out of her and pinning her down and making rape jokes throughout the entire. Listen, I'm sorry, Sean Baker, why are you making rape jokes throughout this fucking movie? But I'm not a rapist. The guy says, the bald Russian guy at the end, they try to tie ANORA too, because he's more of the down to earth, comes from a humble background rather than this rich arms dealing Russian family. He's talking about, well, she goes, well, why didn't you try to rape me? And he's like, well, I'm not a rapist. And people in my audience are laughing. I'm like, this is fucking, you guys are fucking weird. What is wrong with you? Guys, there's some serious mental illness out there. It's not a joke. This is not fucking funny. This is not, I'm not here, ha, ha, ha. These people are fucking dumb. I have to listen to these people laugh at rape jokes. Sean Baker, you should be fucking embarrassed at this script. This is one of the worst scripts I've ever seen. This is worse than The Whale, I think. And that's terrible. I don't even know what you're trying to do here. Tonally, it is brutally unfunny, and tonally, you've got, right, the slapstick, goofy, let's try to find the husband of ANORA who runs off because dad's pissed that he married a prostitute. And then you get all this slapstick, unfunny bullshit as they run around New York, Brooklyn, looking for him. And then you get like people yelling and bickering and just nasty for literally 2 hours and 20 minutes. Listen, I'm not fucking kidding. If this film is up for Best Picture, I am done. I'm done with the Oscars. We're not doing this shit. I'm folding awards ace. It's over. It's fucking over. And Neon, the fact that you think that this is a Best Picture, that you stand behind this film, makes me question everything positive I said about you. And you deserve what you're getting here tonight. Whoever issues a quote about this film saying it's hilarious, discussing film, a bunch of 20-year-old fucktards, literally the dumbest group of kids in the world, Gen Z idiots. Oh, it's so funny. Really? Show me one joke in this film that's funny. Not one. Oh, but it's funny. The rape jokes are funny. That's hilarious. I'm not a rapist. Oh my God, that's great, Sean. You're so brilliant as a writer. The scenes run on forever. The scene you're looking at, and wait till you see it. When you get there, you'll know you're there. They break into the mansion that the kid is occupying, owned by the Russian dad, and the mob's like, where's the kid? And they tie ANORA up, and they basically interrogate her for, no joke, 40 minutes. It feels like at least 45. But I kid you not, the scene's at least 20 minutes long. There's, like, no directorial calibration here. This film should not be a second over 145. And even then, I'd hate it. But at 220? We have this year seen directors go from careers that we were checking out and we were like, let's put them on the must-see list and let's definitely pay attention to them. And then we get things like ANORA. Sean Baker's stock goes into literally the crapper. It's trading in the penny stocks after the shit I sat through tonight. Along with who else? Ty West, right? Ty West for Maxine. Worst final act of a trilogy. He actively destroys that trilogy with Maxine. But tonight, this film doesn't have anything I can recommend. Not a single thing. Except for the song we played at the beginning, the Take That remix. That's it. That's the only part of the film. The opening scene where we're going down the line of the behind the, take them to the back of the stripper room and they're doing the private dancing. That whole shot, the oneer with that song, I'm like, this is good. And then the film goes to fuck. 5%. I'm not kidding. If this film is up for any kind of Oscar, anything, not her, not Baker, definitely not screenplay. The fact that this won Palme over at Cannes, when you had the substance sitting there, you had the substance and you picked ANORA? These people, dude, I'm not kidding you when I tell you this, guys. There is something going on in the world where people are losing their minds. They don't even know what's good anymore. They go, well, I think this is good. It's Sean Baker. I mean, the rape jokes are weird, but I think they're funny. That's what it sounded like. My crowd tonight was like, I think I'm supposed to laugh here, so I'll chuckle. At the end, I heard people clap, and tonight I actually held myself back. Typically, I get like, I remember my Beau's Afraid rant. You guys remember that? I almost did that again tonight. This is me after the movie. I'm not kidding you. This is how I felt. This is exactly the pictorial representation of everything I felt when this film was over. I can't wait for you guys to see this pile of flaming dog fucking shit. I can't wait for you guys to see this. Because you're all going to come back. This is what happened after Poor Things. Same thing. Poor Things, people started saying, what are people doing? This is not good. I'm like, well, yeah, but it's also problematic. This film, can I talk a little bit about Sean Baker? Listen, if I directed this film, given all the vitriol I take, you all be going, that's kind of fucking creepy. All those sex scenes, like, it's not sexy. Like, think about Sean Baker for a minute in the films that he's given us. Right? Red Rocket, the weird relationship with the older dude and the young girl. That's not creepy, is it? Well, yeah, it is. This film, all the sex going on. And then, like, at the end, oh my God, wait till you see the end scene. Wait until you see the end scene. The final scene where ANORA straddles the dude. That's all I'm going to tell you. And then it ends. The audience, this is the clap. You guys ready? The final scene is like, boom, credits. Here's the crowd. They were like, what the fuck? Why are you even clapping? It's terrible. This is truly, guys, I can't wait for you to see this fucking movie. If it gets, listen, I'm not delusional. The people that say this is a best picture are fucking insane. Let me read this to you. Tweet reaction one more time if you're just joining us. Here's the encapsulation of how shitty this fucking film is. The fact ANORA won Palme at Cannes is further proof 2024 is one of the worst years ever for film. It really is, guys. Aside from The Substance, Handling the Undead, another Neon film, their best film. Excuse me. Neon's best film this year is Handling the Undead. It is not fucking ANORA. You gotta be kidding. What are we doing? If it gets nominated for Best Picture, it's because it's supposed to. It's not because it deserves to, because we now live in a society, remember, where, we just say you are good. We don't even question it. We just say someone is talented, even if they don't have talent, because we could hurt someone's feelings. Sean Baker tried, even though it's creepy as fuck in the rape joke, but he tried, and it's kind of funny, I think. I think it's funny. Well, according to one of the voices at Robert Ebert, listen, Roger Ebert, and I said this before about Roger Ebert with the last film that we hammered. What was the last one we had? And we had all the quotes from Roger Ebert saying it's the best movie ever. Roger Ebert would be absolutely destroyed if he saw what happened to his legacy based on the writers who write for fucking RogerEbert.com. These people have not a clue. They are pretentious, they are clueless, and they don't speak for anybody except for the other writers at RogerEbert.com. You guys seriously are not just delusional. Speak about delusional as the comments up there. These writers don't speak for anybody except for their circle jerk, nerd, fucking film Twitter dweebs. I can't believe I have to do this shit over and over. I got to do this shit so many times where I have to tell you that this thing was 2 hours of bickering, brutalizingly unfunny scenes, and we're talking about this as a best picture. The hell we are. I'm not told it's not a best picture. Parasite's fucking masterpiece, one of the best films of the 2000s, right? Along with Tar. You asked me what are the best films of the 2000s. Tar and Parasite jump right to the top of the list. Those two. Mikey, no, nothing in this film is an Oscar contender. Nothing. Because she's doing this accent like this. She's doing the accent. Oh, sister, come over here. You don't talk to me, you fucking bitch. You don't fuck. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what we call good acting? You're going to compare this performance with what I watched in Tar? Are our standards gone? Have we lost the ability to say things that are shit or shit? Because I sure as hell feel like we have. Because listen, this space, I can't believe I have to do this again. This fucking space is full of dumb motherfuckers. I can't put it even, how much more direct can I put that? This space is full of people that are yes people. They want to get along. They want to say everything's great. It's got to be good because it's Sean Baker. Forget the rape jokes. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's funny, but it's Sean Baker, so we'll just give him a pass. If it was me who directed this film, they'd be dragging the shit out of it. Do you see? That's the problem. We have a world where if you're liked by people, then you get a pass. But if you're not, then we are just gonna condemn you all the time because no. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna objectively talk about things one by one, case by case. This film is truly wretched. Couple comments. I'm getting out of here. I can't do this after this. Saturday Night's a much better film. Saturday Night's better. Also, the substance light years. I mean, go look. Here's the can. Here are the can winners, right? You've got the Palme, ANORA. I haven't seen All We Imagine Is Light. Emilia Perez is Netflix. I'm not watching that shit because I hate Netflix. And then we get down to we finally see the substance in best screenplay. First of all, Substance is not just a better screenplay than ANORA. It's a better film. It's better everything. Everything in the Substance is greater than ANORA. Everything. So if the Substance isn't up for best picture and ANORA is, we're doing it wrong. But then again, remember, we gave everything, everywhere, every trophy, which is ludicrous. Now you all are starting to realize that. Why do I? This is, again, Weber's got to come into the space now and talk you guys into understanding that ANORA is in no way, shape, or form a best picture. Listen, it's not anything that I'm ever. This film is so terrible, I don't even want to consider a single thing from it. That's like asking me to talk about Joaquin Phoenix and Beau is Afraid. I can't do that, even if Joaquin's solid in the film. I can't do that. I can't listen to talk about Mikey being a best actress when I got to listen to her whine and bitch and bicker for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and at the end mount a guy and then cry on his lap. It's terrible. Sean Baker thinks he's saying something profound here. He has nothing to say other than here are people bumping and grinding, and then I'll try to make it emotional somehow. He's not a good writer. Sean Baker is not. Go back to Florida Project. That film, the end is not nailed. He did not nail that. It's the best. Listen, Florida Project's his best film. It's not ANORA. Florida Project's a better film than ANORA. I can't do this. First of all, Joker 2's 100 times the film that ANORA is. 100. No, I'm not backing off that. Joker 2, from a filmmaking standpoint alone, is better than anything in ANORA. And by the way, Sean Baker is still a pretty decent director. Still, this screenplay is an embarrassment. If I wrote this film, I would literally I would not show myself for a long time. I'm not coming out. But remember, this is a best picture. God, I wish I had someone pushing the comments. I got to do this. That's it. Combine's literally the worst. You were one of the people that were laughing in the movie tonight, weren't you? Weren't you? The phone call scene? It's terrible, jerk. Everything in this movie's bad. Don't ask me to go in and talk about anything. In fact, just so I can I'm writing. Can someone tell Combine that we just got done with the screenplay? We just finished it. And let me tell you something, Combine, because you're my new. It's tired. I'm fucking tired. Here's the deal. My screenplay is better than this. 100%. It's not even a question. It's not, guys. It's not even a question. It's not zero. Like, if you kidding me? You're kidding me? You think this ANORA? It's fucking embarrassing. I can't wait to see Terrifier 2 tomorrow night. I can't wait. I really am. All right, guys, I can't do anymore. I'm not doing this shit. We're pretending this is a good film. We're just not. We're not going to do it. Let's end with some more music from the film because that'll at least make me happy. Here we go.